Coach John Davis here. Today I want to talk to you about communication. Communication is key as a business owner. It affects three key areas in how your business operates. First, it affects how your customers respond to you and how you respond to them. Your customer relationships are key. Second is your strategic partners, the people that your vendors, the people that you work with to help you serve your customers in the best possible way. And then the last one, obviously, is your team. Okay, so we understand that communication is critical based upon how we were raised, things that happened for us in our lives as we developed. We may or may not have developed good communication skills. The key is, how can you get better faster? So today I want to talk to you about one key way that I've learned, and it's called DISC, and it has to do with behavioral styles. And when you learn DISC behavioral styles, you will learn to listen better. You'll learn to present in the manner in which the audience wants to learn and engage. And as a result, you'll have stronger, better relationships because you're communicating better. So let me explain what DISC is. So think of it in a matrix. There's those of us that are more outgoing. And by the way, this has to do with what's natural to you, not the only way that you can work. So some people are outgoing and some people are naturally more reserved. Again, you can choose what to be at any moment, but where you're comfortable is where you're going to communicate best. So what we want to do is we want to meet people where they are. So again, there's outgoing and reserved, and then there's folks that are more people-oriented, and then people that are more task-oriented. If you are perceived as outgoing and task-oriented, you're a high D. And D stands for dominance. In times of risk, in times of stress, the natural tendency for somebody who is a high D and a dominant is going to want to take control of the situation quickly, firmly, address the tasks that need to happen, not very concerned about the people side, just let's get done what needs to get done. That's when you're in your dominance. Some folks in times of stress focus instead on people and relationships, and those folks are what we call a high I, and they use influence. When something bad happens, they want to go talk to somebody, they want to work with somebody, they want to partner with somebody else to figure out how to get it done, because as a team and with relationships we can get anything done. That's the perspective of a high I. Then we have folks that are more reserved, but they're still people oriented, right? Those folks we call an S for stability or steady. High S's also want to make sure that the people are safe and sound and everything happens, but we don't want to be disruptive, and high I is more likely to be disruptive. Let's take action now. The S is like, whoa, let's slow down, let's take it easy, let's not make it upsetting for anybody. So high S's really like process. They want to know what's going on, they want to know what the next couple steps are going to be. And then finally, the last group is C, which is compliance. These folks are reserved and they're task oriented. So what do they like? They like data. Data, right? With the data, I can make the best decision in time. It might not be the fastest decision, but I will get you the right decision. These people need to be right. So what does this mean? The key is when you're engaging with somebody else, whether it's a customer, a partner, or an employee, a team member, if you can understand where they like to be naturally, you can communicate the way they want to communicate it to, right? There's the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. The platinum rule is to treat others the way they want to be treated. So you communicate in their language. If you communicate in their language, you're more likely to be understood. For example, I'm a high C, I like data. If I want to talk to a high D and I give them all the data in the world, they just want to make a decision. Go, 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 go. So I'm not communicating in their manner in times of stress, and not just times of stress, but all the time, but particularly in times of stress. If I don't communicate in their manner, I'm not going to be perceived as adding value to their situation. So think about that. If somebody's a customer, a partner, or a team member, if I'm communicating in a way that doesn't work for them, particularly in times of stress, we're going to have issues. We're going to have communication issues. We're going to have breakdown. So by understanding these 4 behavioral styles, natural behavior styles, you can alter your behavior to fit the audience and have a more effective relationship. Finally, how do you figure that out? You can figure this out with the terms they use, the actions they take. A high D is going to use short, choppy sentences. A high I wants to get to know all about your weekend and everything that you did this weekend and what's going on with you personally, and may never get to the facts. A high S is going to be reserved. They're going to wait. They're not going to interrupt. They're going to be very patient listeners because they don't want to derail what's going on for you. And a high C is more likely to have their head down looking at the facts and the data. Okay? So the quicker you can, and one other thing, sometimes these folks that are more outgoing, more likely to sit up, lean in, interrupt. People that are more reserved, more likely to lay back, sit in the back of the room, not speak up, not be very vocal. Okay? The I's and the S's are very much likely to give you that eye contact that you're looking for, and the D's and the C's more likely to be looking at the information at hand and less focused on that eye contact and that personal relationship. So there's a few tips to figure out who you're dealing with, what their natural style is, and how to communicate for them. If you want to learn a little bit more about this, you can reach out to me, John Davis, at actioncoach.com. I can teach you about DISC, positive intelligence, and of course, thousands of ways to learn to grow your business. Thanks you. Have a great day. Now it's time to get into action.